me I will be me here now so
Adom ya.
Already I say.
Happy Val's Day so.
Yo me that's it. I'm saying na adofo da nti ye be fa kwenye nso na nso ya wo hye ya tiefo nyina nso Yankopon kan nyina ho na o mai odo. Odo a eyodo pa.
Fantastic.
Na yentimi mfa ensom o mai no. Mfa nkoye nim. Yes.
Omo a yeti udin for the first time no Lawyer Kingsley why constituency be na wo.
Oh, me free Bibiani and Yasubekwa constituency.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Bibiani and Yasubekwa.
Oh, really? Bibiani and Yasubekwa, former branch chairman, former deputy propaganda secretary, former constituency secretary. 2019 parliamentary aspirants. Na hopefully, so Yakupon Yaduma 2024 2023 the year about few days nyame boa na ebie na team come so e be sign so
Bibiani anwa so be kwai
yes
say ho na honorable MP wo ho yi Alfred Obeng yes Alfred Obeng former boss
yes
member of parliament for ho no but say those times are now western north here predominantly NDC
yes
until recently MPP for nya session you also near contemporary account but they've been winning Bibiani why do you think you can take the seat from them
Bibiani 2004 and Elusu City no.
Oh, okay.
Yes, na every hoba nyina we dynamics na. Yeah. Mijiri say NDC wa kwanya se betima amnisi.
Bibiani.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because we here obi a oho e grassroots ayi no e gine tum. Ehia pa because we NDC we electoral resource no ka hu sa fi bia no president no ya popular chair parliamentary candidate. If say ni vote no presidential was so chain
parliamentary no
exception of 2016 honorable Moses Kofi Ama former DC oba into the race otimi biti the presidential candidate and you know if you say you know man wo Jumadian ye the Abua constituency no emfa ho ni party awo Judicial delegates no dia kwanya maye ne ba we betime amonisi because and they were constituency wa MPP for na akra jadem of course for the first time MPC over demonstrate because of
the assembly
okay so
yeah di hu komo
wa say system enu nti wo man kasa de football penalty ya de ato keeper na pom
NDC for me bonse
so na no sa no anya wo bia
or strategic
obegbo ase no
I get you.
Yes, inti ya some party no kakra and form so ya ho ya ground so ya adwuma boa party no enu nti me ogide sese omoma ya kwanya fi no de tie bia no 2004 and omoje na ka 2024 ya je ya de o say perfect match and when you say
now be after 20 years
20 years inshallah bomb life yes and so far
okay and lawyer and lawyer Kingsley Benye
yes
Benye say
you know una ultimate bopa so far
Benye that's the name
me di me birthday honorable see do the buy born kama and then so born kama
very well we wish you well Dennis Miracles Abuaje former MC Kriapim North and a director local government decentralization and rural development office of the president Dennis Akwaba
executive secretary
interministerial coordinating committee
on
decentralization no Miracles we too much now the only person I will post I can see me
me CV on my car me say bomba paso no me do me no jacket
Charlie but so be about Happy Val's Day
me that's will be me I know you just say
o say
you just say
o just a happy chocolate day
o be say pressure on town power got the head to be top pressure why o ba obi just say as a bad day be so pressure nko
enye izo share ya no chocolate day no cry na just say
o say first na ka chocolate day ni ye gina
sure
everyone wants to answer no Val's Day no that person na chocolate day is there dey obi pressure on town red on go e kabila da no wa fa no ho to match the occasion.
But I said, Bibi Aboko.
Obi Jamada Roma. Divine selection. I can't now. Or mine, yeah, that's who cream is any cream here. Very fun is a Senate BR. We have our country intact. I think it's very important.
Yeah.
Obi now. Yeah. I did back also him say yeta tutu no fempa e kwan Ghana hankasa. Ye nyina obi a 30 ahia million. The first one ye no ma. Obi o man be ni. O man obi to be can dream. America kra ko ntisa ho. Obi America kra no. O kwa omukro omo de no buy no ko ntisa ho. Nti em say ye de e say de nyame ase pa. E say de nyame ase. E wa kwen e kan say akwen akwani nyina so because a quiet first wa yetumi e tolerate ye ho we toma we na we atoma we fitano pa ko pe nyuro o mi se mu fitano pa be fem ne no politics nko a 24 say we fi radio station that go here politics we fi radio to what politics I think say bibi say other countries here some to make it go be mean is America global political shows
the number of radio stations in Ghana no I think per capita there is no other country on earth though this number of radio stations within the space, the geographical space.
No, it's a big deal.
It's like a whole world.
Now, I'm telling you, na democracy, the index, the omuboa. Obi omu try you. Miss America for growing to be. Now Americans, we who saw more reports, the press, the reports. Yeah, I think we even discussed it here. Journalist great to be here. But I have no yenye bisa. And I Kabila, me started a meeting Kabila Canada yene. Ogusoka.
I check.
Na ete sinima ko da so haka me yina ya ba me yina ye kebi me kadi nyina akosi radio day ya
enra world radio day
obi a big deal I think say e be do enne nansi yana me ko hwe DSTV boye di ntimi ntwia itimi ko hwe digita ye free
yes
obi channel say was be 300 see a free space be any TV no so umia program no up every single space TV channel obi a bi even friend say commercial businesses TV channel obi a can dream asofo be TV station come dream politicians be TV station come dream businessmen be a come dream radio stations in every corner. Now some of the community radio stations be kono obi danki to ebio and a console ba it's so but people listen media I think say it's a big deal when you in addition to the friend of community information centers they are a kasa boom
megaphones no
obi I think we need to really appreciate ourselves as a people as for the index it can be done sir and index and they be make say it is always against something so I just say I say in HMK and then you go trace we 95 for pass it you bet by 50 in a 95 but I don't just say we are not doing well. I think we are doing well. The rate at which we tolerate each other, of course there will always be excesses because nipa what you say but the fact say every afternoon you quite better sempa na yedim komo we revisit previous issues we calibrate the issues of the state we talk about it me say obi na dream you be can also crowd your host no you chip in your issues no I think it's something that as a people maybe the madrim I think that we should really appreciate MPP NDC CPP and your political party back on the way to make criticize environment because our party in government that's a winner very radical opposition no say no I don't know your best now you will not still have that environment it's we've played a role for us to have the kind of media environment of course at every point that you benya one or two breaches but here to me fair no and your measure of the successes that we are talking. Maybe the fact that me voice. I mean to me who quite better na radio so 1 hour 2 hours. If you are now come I think it's enough.
Enough.
You need be radio be channel you now microphone so can omo voice super obi o mom streaming live no. All kind some be a miss. O kasa na kind for akwa me wo na fe don say want to ask. Obi Facebook comment in your wall. Na wo ka that's it. O kai comment there back. Oh yeah bebu. But that for me that's the beauty of it because after all so no so channel
sure
or also and I think that we should hold on to that way no na you promoting more 10 years from now no you can radio media freedom Ghana we should still be talking about even more radio stations obia your situation your womb sisi no sana ye na no munya no some 20-30 years ago I can appreciate
it's true.
Those times radio station back up
it's true.
I just say TV station ni nyina GBC enti the omon person mo ka che na wutie be na variety e trust na so person tie ndisi fon kon asem mo betu akotie power Obesa o TMPP phone call some bit we akozie na du ne oba FM so I just say obesa o tie ho so abeti beti asempa obesa o TMPP phone call some NDC phone call some maybe I told you abeti me come hot me see no zinu
oh da be
o bra na come na come because what
we go na meka show mo James Kwabena Bonfe bebe na Freo Kabila akwa aba na apom to say happy chocolate day.
What can a mammy say? No, na me so.
Jini na so.
Obi enya me na nanom say.
Yes. Who said the American miracles? Me patro
you are my catcher. Me am me fan of.
Where dey Mr.
But who there that debate ni
rules of engagement. Yeah.
That's
yeah, it's better. It's better.
Oh, you shall see 90 say. You say
Emresa sa announce what done.
Now that no be
sure.
But me na nanom ka say srewe nya. Say the ehia no ani the wewu da ho. The wewu da ho fun na ehia no. If you say o ti ase a ana wo nkwa bibia ye wo dia. Say otutu nema yi na me ma ho kwan hyeso a. Eya na ye refi say obrana ye bono asetena ye tim no tumfo bi owura bi enso ewo ne pe ewo honmo efa ye asetena mu so atiase wo se onam nasam so e na obo owiase wan free nasam no ho anye de oye biara enti no ene akoye da etoso mo celebrate World Radio Day na say Pania kofa by for say ya yete admu nyina manyini wa program so che nyina
sure
enye mfie so kwa na bebo yenua wonu anya bi ko no Alhaji Baturi late ya preso harmony edi agro ni ako oh asemo Kalala onu so anya di ba bi ko enam Kalala so na the first asase amitis ka toye e wa krupon metoy
Kalala should be
member.
Kalala no a presiding member or Akwapem North.
Oh okay.
He was the second person to sit in your seat. The first man is Uncle Ken Addy.
Yes.
Now the man Kalala by and say Uncle Ken no I know the brofo count. Na interviews be so one say or you know English. Na so be church.
Yeah.
E did mo na Kalala na why but one man did so Kobi Fiagbe minia Kobi achi Jombodu Mubabi Kojo Edu Asare Fred Agbenyo Fifi Kwete Alesegbe Fia
sure
no mu nyina ba nipa no bebre but enye nyina na ebeka wa Samuel Okumaboni din wo mo so bae achiri ene ne keka oba tampa
Francis
Esia one woman child 8,000 no ba enti I think say nyina ye ka ho bi na ma program yi ayi na woni ayi miracles ye edin komoka obi am worried
aden
ye kasa dodo me kasa ye kasa dodo a enye kasa na me kasa tia na miracles ayi anya brofo na kofa nkitahudie aye di bu man ebaye the pre-colonial Africa ansana yeni abrofo benya ayi nkitahudie ewo ayi Atlantic Ocean so you know mudin komo through the desert nchishaya amamra papa amamuo papa won be sua ne ma bebrefri yen ha na du bribi no ya yira ye ho kakra enti yakofa ba suatra bi ene ma ye yira ye ho kakra enti eye namom kasa kakra adwuma kakra adwuma wadwuma wuye kasa adwuma yi uye sa adwuma na wode kasa foforo bi befra etimi ti na niya enti dia ama mi di ya kakra me muni say and fear bears a dunia trinia yakasa wo afidie so e susa ebi ma ye bears en fear duanan ene akyireni obi me hwe machi a onko kana ya ma ayi early days conversations ane ye ni bi nsem kro ya and the ni yesu free mu na Ekosiisen na owo na tabi ane efre no Ghana muntie eno na enu fiada na Ghana muntie na hyehyɛ na akoye se de mu ye news file no memenda na no ye enu fiada eno no kodu adu asare jombo du no eno yi omo de ekɔ eno de miamia na ye kɔ ne ekɔ ye kɔ miamia
our station
our station Large City ne ekɔ and then there's a five.
Yeah, may back one of these days.
Oh, but you see, Emma, unya community engagement.
Sure.
So the good thing about Ghana Munti is say, not omuma live feed. Emma, oman for 80 no, omu baho. Ebe che omu adwen e wo afidie no so. Emma, ye din kita hu ya ho. Sometimes the phone inside and say minim zamuda so ya. Enti media no be chance na maka say yama ye nyina ye nwambo na mmom de ha me kakra ne se adisua a sese ye fa wo mu no em se course ye papa because yan komo no akoye se repetitive ya cycle asem krona ye kone aba ena na metro di amane se metro di ama ye nyina me nyemane me mane wo mane a be ye mebusem de dikai mebusem eti dumiensa chichimu bakono wose udi ahonya achi na wo pe ahonya hwiremhwem anase mpofim kwanso eyira Proverbs 13 verse 11 ahonya bia wo benya amfa kwan paso bia no eyira de toso bio mebusem eti dunan chichimu aduasan nan Proverbs 14 verse 34. And the meaning is righteousness exalt a nation.
Yes.
Sin is a
reproach.
Atentene any obrapa and more mind so. Me college I me call a college. Your motto pa originally on my pa for permission my pa. Na bone de etu on mine SN. They are also miansa obi eye mebusem ti dunum chichemu baako ani chichemu dunsia no biba chichemu baako no wase kasa boko sankan ya bufu hwamra ye wom no nyamrepa nti abetena hei kasa bi betuma akọ no anani ye bi bobọ kọ no enyeyi but ye betumi de kasa boko ayden asankan abufu na ebefu mu aba no so when the conduct is a problem communication must be right to save the situation now kan dunsia na obi wase yes ubenya kakrawa wasumbetu since ubenya hunya dede wo ho awie wo
because sikaso mpe dede
ndia wona waka
Ekosiisen so ne ha asempa 94.7 FM and press releases mienu na free Ministry of Finance aba anope ba ko ba enwumre ya nso be 20 minutes ago, this time I say the government announces successful results of its domestic debt exchange with approximately 85% participation rate and a new settlement date. And I'll just read the first 3 chapters. The government announces today the results of our domestic debt exchange program, which closed at 4 p.m. on the 10th of February 2023. Approximately 85% of holders eligible to participate in the invitation to exchange, quote, into bracket as determined by the Central Securities Depository, tendered in the exchange. 2. The government is pleased with the result as a substantial majority of the eligible holders have tendered. This result is a significant achievement for the government to implement fully the economic strategies in the post-COVID-19 program for economic growth during this current economic crisis. 3. To provide sufficient time to settle the new bond in an efficient manner, the government is extending the settlement date of the exchange from the previously announced 14th February 2023 to 21st February 2023. This settlement date extension is, however, only to process the settlement of the new bond. The issue date, interest accrual schedules, and payment schedules for the new bond will be adjusted to reflect the actual settlement date. As the exchange program period has expired, no new tenders will be accepted and no revocations or withdrawals are permitted. It goes on and on and on, but clearly government said they are making some real progress. Among debt exchange program. So, lawyer, my main this week has been that's ENRA and in fact over the weekend into last week, say senior citizens Libya Piketty. I think the highlight was when the former Chief Justice and she made some comment, reactions from NPP member Gabi Asare and Chief Justice Sain Koi joining your more Piketty and Sain Kasai. And I think now on Sembika or Katre Gabi Asare Dakon. I would find that voice and play. But what do you think, baby? Ababe do CCR. Was hadi.
You know, Bimdasi. Yancha atifo nyina titu NDC amanyukuma. Me national chairman Johnson Asiedu Nketia Metiano. Oye adwuma den pa nyame nka no ne executives. Na afin so me national communications officer lawyer Sami Jenfi ono so Metiano. Na me constituency so bibie na anwa so be kwai. A free branch executives, eba ward coordinators, any constituency for us, Michia Ubibia. Obi bisa say ba ne se ne adruha. O man Ghana we said they no man nam kwantren so. Na o man no isikasem, o man no yenyumadie na agina yi a projections are never nyina che say o man no be die. You could do baby say COVID aba. Russia-Ukraine war. And unti prekope bibia ajiegu. Na debi ameka se eye nipa titu ya ye wo ye nkuru nketo mu no. Atorenche bi timeto. Ebia wo koku afo eja timetom. Ne gane tom a ya ye nipa ye do ye ho. Etimi ehia esresre. Se ye nua asomasi ne ho akire mo ye mo ano.
Yes.
Atorenche na ato no. Etimi nam saa yoso ma odiye ebi mpa anka okoko na anhia anka afibia wotia kopim se kokoko no be shikra no nka wunya sa amfa so no nanso nam se asam no to amanfo ba omonti no watimi apeja wa brabom obi ebi na to Ghana COVID-19 bai ope omanya onya so mfa so opa oman Ghana na sika ne ba ye no enam se ya no ya mpam enya enti no ya mfa kwampa so ene di sika ne di djuma. And we're special audit reporter, Abeto Abontinya. Damning report. To the sense that Attorney General, who said the economy, a quite abenti, what track at the accommodator general, said, Ban Sena report and Crabbe Abontia, man for whom be. Yeka. You did say, Kamam Kabibia and Fapping Pa. And they say, accountability. Ube book or man no one conta, I chain the man for. And no kind of Order Service Act, section 20 clear. Say, what they call parliament, yeah, what's our publish ma be a hoodie woman.
Section 23.
Section 23, sorry. Ayo mano, a japade, ayo mani sika, and a yen answer. And a ye boamo manachi. Especially what bra covered by a numian and a ye triangle.
A semper
and who said japade, I don't dear be free buyer. I was here who quite fast with the dijuma. And we're covered time to say a bicycle some GRE. You say GRE na a war. O my mom jija ban sika.
Sure.
And unti said ye da bia ban e si apene say COVID the buy ni sika sem aye basa bibia se no. Anka yenim say domestic revenue. And only aban bia ba o mam ha na so di kese. If is empempi no ye kogiji sika na ye ntimi nyije. Nti bon say da bia no na ya miti a target. But unim say COVID buy. COVID wo hu nyina ban timi asidi ni target. Ghana Revenue Authority. Sika also no mjije
94.7
we dey na to nchen ya oil gold sika l'argent broni sika dollars ani enya projections nyina no enya ma ne broso ansa na wo de COVID sika amanfo de be che ye nyina nei no report about over 21 billion Ghana cedis. Ya di nyina se no. Amen ne Ghana so ye nipa da sani a anka waye sansani. E bi say onipa bia a wontimi ntua ne ho aka no wo ye sansani. Aduru ba bia ban aye din so obetua sika ma yetimi akwa ma ye hu ye papa nom ye nananom ye maame nom a omode akoma pa odo asom o man Ghana ene wo makwa ahomgie mu a wo musika akra ebie do mo ho a omo bedi nti wo mo de akoto aban ankasa abo aban bebo omo bosia se de be ye omo benya mfaso nkakra wo ho na omo de atoto omo nnuo ne wo mo nuane no aban se da me de misanso e ba beto so na em de se obo former chief justice din eda odikan oba o ka sembia em se na metie manage edikan se me no akọ contract because bosia boy contract ni akọ enu nti your frustration of contract o ebia metimi ne asempa from ayen hihye bi say me be sponsor mo program da bia mbabo me jingle all of a sudden mo machine na say ye nipa betima fresh o yen trance ndi say bibia abampo na nka aban amasika ni tua beden a e fresh obeton say na obuo mu no afre nipa ane na konhihye no say oh menua say ne ka ase ye no nyina enim say de abani ndi ye ne be yi ano baba o e ma ba to na nka ye nyina ya dwene ho we di amansa ye say o pa fa ho pa jai asije de o sebi na eyesa adwuma no edi kan obuo enamra kwanso because the terms of a contract must be observed by both parties nje sha am no mienu atranse ya atum no e wo se nyina ye diso pepepe e me ye adwuma now mami ekokan wie ye na yenuano man pipifo bi se adentina oye Ghana ni ono so akwa ahomgie mu na fefo ni PS omo ekire wo madwene wo kwampa omo fi se anka aban fo omo sikasem faso no akobie omo tutu bi mane maame no ono so epani ontimi metra radio so ana se Facebook ana Twitter se de amanfo keka no enti ne o sa akobie mejiri se enya sa akasa na nke bia maame no sa amawo but o pese o prove point o se se ade onye aban dwumani bi obetima kana no otom ono so Ghana ni obetima kire na adwe enu nti anu yes fata no o se amawo mo mejiri se ba bi aduru na nka ho be hia se menu apani ka sembi se ye di dwuma bi na ankoyi a ehu kasa no e wo se koyi nti nka bi mpo aban kwa ofa so no amfa kwa mpa so na ene ehu ye papa nom ye nananom aba na o mu kire o madwena wa bra o makọ na benso am say about 7 days or so omunya almost asem papa bia e call for worry if you say o hwe wo mu fi o modi na awiem o mu kotena ho obi akra mfi wo mu apushi ye former chief justice mu amana ba ho bia anka ya krokro kasa ana anka ye kasa kire wo mu ama nti ase bi mpo na nipa na onim ye mfa ne say maame no onim de ekoso ena out of bia emotions and compassionate for ne nkofo ena ababie dika mnu mienu ase de say ya ye nim no ye beto ye bo ase ye kire no say eno de wo ka no wodi bem nanso enye sei na tie eye ABCD
94.7
because ono so kasa nipa fa o aba ho sa na omani age no ono kura betimi ayusu na se 2 nanka wotimi a kire nsemu ama wo mate ase yi nanso asizu ayanya ne sa edidi natem ebi mo ka sembi wo se abanse ye mo ano ono ankasa nika mo ne ho ebi zampani se ubo ka hira na obi so awo wa wo se ahokira ba ya de bi ne hu sampa ahokira ba nti ye nyina no ye boa ye ho na we expenditure free presidency a menue wo ho ba ye a somebody wanya bi akan ka time kwa over 15 billion Ghana cedis to ba ko over 17 billion Ghana cedis presidential cabinet retreat ba ko over almost 5 billion Ghana cedis menua obi utitin sem we ya na me maame abrewa a wakọ ahomgie man sika akra waje no o ka se onfa onte ase mo eye enye ye because one kasa wo ne yo ne wa bra ba wo bon entre so ha bi ho entre kra yesi ti wasoafo so efi se ahokira ba ye nyina ye bo ho o se da bi be ka ho afa na election dura ye yi minister akoka menua ho se onye ne minister local government ye no obi akọ presidency
yeah
mba jo so ade
yeah minister of state but on no presidency
so,
at the ministry
presidency in charge of local but
is it at the presidency no at the ministry Only a minister of state at the ministry.
Very good. So then you know you're minister of state at the ministry.
But under Dambochi.
Very good.
Yeah.
It's not at the presidency.
No, not at the presidency. At the ministry.
I don't know. Can't and
under presidency, a minister. The point I'm making is, I feel I creative portfolios. Ni biya den. Aka home. Abra ya se want to so. But what is here? I want to buy a set
of deputy.
Who require the first one win the elections? Gerrymandering na wa dream. Of course. Obi on the agenda no from day one. When buy so anywhere. Two I quite ever fast we are banimu. And I am an accord. I'm telling you on authority. Because
on authority can is aqua.
Oh, young can is saying.
Now on authority bear.
Yenima Juma will be a more. Yenim. And a Juma no, and all of a sudden, young names election home, but I see local be equal in charge at the music, in charge of local governance. Yenim a bat in Krasim Amomua one. Yatete. You have a constituencies near the other. Some dance and some
you know based on your constitution the job of the electoral commission.
Oh, sir.
But you are a lawyer.
Sana constitution is that a practicality? And then Ghana and then I so. The same year bisa. You had 45 constituencies in 2012. Then I see Ghana. Refi. Then I see wa. Man you born it so. You really know MPP for crying and winning the door. But what they make an say? 2020 elections. I didn't answer one memoir. I buy your tissue. To me, Ben one function in some. Do baby. Electoral Commission will declare result. That's my year. What you mean some? And until me badges a clear agenda. A butabintin at the call. You see, I want Chiraba. Yen I am what they are a quite of the first one we near about whether when Mkwana would. The Muslim boy when ye. Ebiam sika dodo aba wonsam sika pudu awanya ni nyina ya hu de wode sika ne ye hwe me fa onko ba bia ma me ma o bibi ka ayi kakra mfa ye ka ne sen Ghana oye sika ho oye sika ye nya be se me kan no nko ama manfo hu aba no ye ka se sika aba wadi a obi tinche obeka se o NDC for ene ye ka se aba ye pese ye kire mo hu se nya se ye kan ya no nkeke hwe o kan di semi-annual report a free Bank of Ghana. Say oye na yetu no. Ye was secretariat Bank of Ghana. Womo na ehweso. Enu nti brano bia no. Womo de ehun sika sem ne mfaso ye nyina e ba beto abonten. Eno eye 2022 de e na mpese me boboso na yehu sika e ba ya aban we agea. Wantimi amfa mo bra bia ne. Yesa akwa san de yansa akwa kosi pension for omusika no because where the 2022 budget estimation abaye ya first half ne nko a wonya sika no ma ne bore but ni nyina mu no amfa nko akosi aga odi amanase o mewie se ahun se abanbon ne de ene ho adwuma edin
anka wo kasa kan we ade ko fe
kama o menua
mani nyine oyi document
de ba na me be expose na ama wa ye
me feel no cry me feel
parliament no be expose
very good what say me be expose
okay very well
menua we ye of course na say da ho bi ankan ebia menua wo bi ankan but we ye Ghana Petroleum Funds
okay
semi-annual report
okay
nti afina e chemienu
sure
if January 1st January kopim 30th June 2022 eni edikan we 2022 budget abanye budget bia na oye projection osusu se afia miwura mu sika se na menya eno nti ufa 2022 budget a oko bullet point 253 page 62 I say Mr. Speaker, receipts from upstream petroleum activities are projected at 6.628 million into bracket 1.3% of GDP, representing a 23.6% growth over projected Act 10 for 2021. And when the Aman say petrol ye two no, upstream maybe a 2 petrol no, if you answer ya nane di abaha no, sika always obenya free one no, 6.628 million Ghana cedis. And no, this budget no. Meanwhile, but your young semi-annual report. Every Bank of Ghana buy. Oko page 10. First half no kwa no. Yenhwe sika buy nyaaye. Obi a ope around 600 million Ghana cedis no. O say conclusion. in first half of 2022, a total amount of $731.9 million US dollars. No, we're breaking it down. We free. And then this car first quarter, first half, $731.9 million. Obi ope 6 point something Ghana city when ya excess of the projected revenue for the whole year. Half on nkwa when ya says kana na proso. Oh yes, sika de kanza no we dollars aban we. Ni nyina nkosi aga.
Ye hu de omo de ye.
Ye hu de omo ya ma Ghana ye sansa ne ne. Ye ntimi twe ho aka. Enu de dia kan say e wo mu say o how buy.
Okay.
O how na buy no. Ye nam so anya mfaso pi anka ni kwan say wo man no dru ba bia dru ne. Nanso nam say aban na ye ne hwehwe yie. Sika no nam say one no one pam no nya yinti no. Odi no say de opa bia. Wo hwe COVID-19 report. Kwaya ye
finally on that.
Sika bi ye di ye. Kofo echiche sika ma wo mo. Minister of Information workers krare. Yetimi tua insurance premium 10 million Ghana cedis so. Dunia obi. Now there is no insurance policy. But what to be that contract because insurance policy no and the basis for the contract. Now what me to hooping 10 million Ghana cedis. Company onya kase pa enterprise insurance. You know him. Yeah. Ni interest won pa odo do won. Enim ni pa ya ne dia. Finance minister kan. But what you can say? Hwe uko parliamentary hazard. Wednesday 22nd June 2022. Ko hwe aban bosi a okoje ye bonds okoredi ye sika dodo a data bank anya free mu adam ye keka bom almost 160 million Ghana cedis ene yesu say sika no ke betim kura aboa ma nka pension for sika for yesanka enu de de ka ne say o how ya duru mu no eye menua ne na aban na de duru ho okay say ka NDC ne yete so a nka obi ye nu debt exchange program because mebo hwe e bro man pani dada ma sha ase say o tu omofo Oma wo mo kwan pa e betima fa so a o man be gina ye no o man fi no e be say sin dua nanse ade ewo no ntekuma trasin tonko wako hobida wonim o ka je say to aban so president sika e ko ho ne do so no do twa so project bi o wa ho hia ye njai ni nyina man fi no enehwe baby adi akodru
lawyer mamena say I think your point generally is well made. Miracles Bremuna yentio on this topic and finance ministry statement omodi about 85% success in Omanya on this DDEP in Komoa Ekosui. What do you think?
Obi me da say na unia samujemfi was say MPP NDC for nyina
adai
to the extent say even lawyer for cra team runners I would never accept to say I would never accept it crampo propaganda and later na me kai say all shares the lawyer shares you no aka say no deputy propaganda secretary James enya flash here or free
positive one
free moja no ye that's home but I think say you know edu be kana my common ya monotonous do brofum no monotonous I dey
the same thing
yeah na ye to the extent say even when you bring up issues cause wo man mu say can ho asem na you deal with that issue the entire na we will be tuning in because what is here be card debt restructuring hun sem ne former chief justice speaking so start o ma prelude no na fe the sikrum I said the same friend is saying speaking note na I say what is a tree means what is a tree into me so a bird stands on the tree therefore a bird is because a bird na wo mitrim nti you be me what is a tree cra as you say so a bird pecks on a tree therefore a bird is so I can answer what is a tree question. I think that the NDC was the last week in the cast as well so almost shares so more fire 7 a ya bro so do omo fire seriously kakra omo ma ye elevate conversation no na ye deal with the issues. I mean obi me I am me number one advocate of democracy. So obi en kana dwen. I don't mind how aggressive it is. Because me ma dwen no en be ma o man akonanim. It doesn't matter how confrontational, how aggressive, but ye elevating the kakra. Ye black and white and it's not helping. When we know see we ade we start here we see en candidate no we see krom na onam na ya no makofa covid na sem be answer covid question na ya no makofa your friend say gerrymandering ya na makofa it say basa sisi amiti my confuse me be free because it doesn't help the conversation, and I think it's not fair to all of us, including even the listeners. Let's deal with the issues one after the other. Ebe buana o man no ebi kra wo kasa no wo kasa mu no obi benya baby efefiri mu na o wa ha no kra ya nwen wo sa yin ne sei ebe boa enti I refuse to go on that digressionary way. It's not going to help us. So I just say it's not going to help us. Obi, I think say you bought Ghana for you on the issue of debt restructuring. To be very honest with you, and yet easy path for Omainbia and yet easy path for any finance minister situation you find your in. But almost every country at one point or the other, and you're more poison of their own economic crisis. The reasons, the issues, it comes in varied forms. Yanti Kruma in America of all countries, and baby, more real estate, a crash here causes so much economic problems for them and even all of us in the global economic space. America. So I just say it happens, and my kasa ne makoma ne bibia eko ema finance minister no ene ni team no de tebia no me nyini se obia be di finance minister and obe edwuma finance ministry obe kasa no de wasoro anopa no oman no ono na edwuma ema ne soro anopa ko finance ministry ni se oman ne ngu. I don't think so, but in running an economy just as any other business, even here create private sector, to me run a business with the best of business strategies we do baby ana at yes in channel we'll be running into challenges and difficulties. But the difference between the very good one is the one who will be able to drive all of us along and get us out of it, than the one who will give up and throw his hands in the air and say the person will be amunye. We've seen it before. We've experienced these kind of economic challenges before. Yes, we 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. How did these same people allow ya kan ho no ewie watena o kan samde ne nam bebre embra omde ye call ahonchire bi mu sei no e kwan be no mo fa so mo yi free mu. Did they drive us with them? And no can say fire some so honko. And you no mo kai say if the kitchen is hot get out no. And yes anglophone. And you mo no mo kai say so we hwe na say electricity boy e din a ja wo phone charge no. And you mo no mo man penia no di enim ka kire so ndie oyodwen phone no. And you mo these same people. And today mo call in a worse scenario than we experienced today no. Mo ye kan ya mudundum ni nyina. Instead of say make us say amaka na ye monotonous no, because immediately I decide to go me be say akania amaka won aka. Ye kan ya simple electricity mo ntube njensi so. Simple basic electricity mo ntube njensi so. Obi ye health infrastructure, health system mu gu no. National health insurance keka ye betumi men in na number so yakọ hospital kra mo ntumi am manage. Ehia for masika mo de call school. Allowances mo gifiri o mo nsem when you experience such difficulties in economic crisis. And when you are at the radio so ebe kasa mo kasa so mo kan ye enka yakwa me fa so mo embra mo go through such challenges na mo see your fire some so hono. We didn't speak like this. We're telling you say give the state to us, and when you give it to us, so make sure the poor person's child goes to school for free. That's what we're telling you. At that time, we're telling you say give us the state, and we'll make sure say the allowances you've taken away from us will be restored. That's what we told you. You catch them and say to me, that's what we told you. So I just say more alternative in a day apart from all the ranting and the constant monotonous conversation. More alternative in a day.
Asempa FM.
And you sit on radio and you are telling us say yenya on mining ya COVID so far so obusu ani enwunti ya. So obusu ani wu ya nka obusu COVID in fa so keto bie ni so no matter how you look at it. So obusu ani wu ya. Ka obusu COVID in fa so bie ni so. But what radio so tumi kakra wo penti. We say COVID yenya in fa so. COVID in fa so so. Obi COVID in fa so so. Na bi amaya kro mo nyom ho. O mo nyom sika mo hoto mo nya sika bro so no nkra no. O meto bika so mo nya so fa so. O mo kra sebe wo si o mo bre sika enu nti wo fe no fa so no. Obi o mo nya so fa so. Na sika e fa so. Sika e wo e fa so. Woni so de hu eso a na hu se sika e fa so. Enkwa eni sika de hin na obetumi de ato bebe hu. O man peni na nka se mbra covid buy no bi want de o kan ye. say e kwan bia so sika de emire no so e behwe na yakwa e befa so e betoto no na mo yehwe ne mo nipa ho enkwa ho ban. Look at how many people who lost their lives. There are even people almost so far COVID that will be no can say omunya ho effect up to no enkoye, especially omunya severe symptoms no obi wo ha me no can say ne onante kakra na oyare wo se yenya so mfa so isa na say wadwe mu no wo hwe figures on paper no be wo do hwe revenue on hwe expenditure accounting na ye no finance na ye dey ka say revenue nkwa na profit revenue and expenditure so we profit into yenya 1 trillion 1 trillion neche say yenya so far so we be say ho expenditure do a ye what be the we are saying for what be this say o mind to me face ka say otua ye fe ne say timemufo a o mo hachi o mo light bills amom even private school teachers scramble abai mo musika over 300 and something thousand private sector people are buying this car eboa om abai duma your phone kwa duma so na buy way to your maka. The number of unplanned, unplanned recruitment are buying here in the health sector. Excess expenditure are buying spending on the health sector. Me, I was MCE. Every single thing was thrown off board. What than I do 12 years near Frost will be a doctor for Queen Mwembe for some behano. Near P, near copy beyond Mwakoda. Obi Sambrano, golden to because of Bejo $1,000 at night crowd bit because they pay money baby that. Opetna esa no tumi a wo pe de a obekama obi ato abama wonti o kan tra se nya so faso covid faso bi ene so no country made profit out of covid obi a obekasa na woni abadae utimoti ya rebonding and na me no kase wo China ko obi omgu so ko ntokwa they are still struggling with covid. China another variant I say Abba. They are struggling with it. Nobody even knows what is next. Nobody knows what is next. Ade ba ye obi ye nyina obi ampo ye nhia bida obi enimu ekwankra ebe fa so na ebe so ano. It's nice you say finance ministry for release this state kai say it is even time on my way see enya emergency expenditure framework bi because I'm running the whole but the ehu no covid no ebi ba ekwan me na ye fa so ye de ye no obi bibia ni auditors report which is obi weska there is nothing in there but why your politics are so ebi but there's nothing in there. The fact say auditor say ye ma Kabila a supply wachi but what na ye man supply no ye man sign an certificate instead of say or they be business certificate bi be ba no eno nche so obi weska so na me ka want here because no kre Kabila supply wachi no kre etua ne ka ne mo say next time no me man sign an certificate man fa document bi a anka officer so de ba ye den eba covid ye tondro at some point no now my mind crack obuku to do some vaccine bi ato refi some of the producers wanted to feed only America and some UK was a day and some refi enti ye koto covid vaccine adenu kra ye nya bi ye say okay answer na ye pedodo say na mo ye tododo ni nyina be go fridge mo e be say so si ye to de ehia ne ba ye nim se kire ye ba ye betuma nya bi mo say ye ntumi nja ensi won ye den entwe mo ye say ne ye tuaka ye hia ne abaje ne kakra eno che so bi wieska no kwen so koye no won sa mpa we tuaka eye na ko bi ukọ be ye ton vaccine no ene nka ka kire wo say omo feska bi amra omo ntwe bi aka na nka wo de ko tumi di aka asem bo but there's evidence to show they've paid for the vaccine and there is evidence to show the vaccine come in batches ye politics obi hwe ye woni am be brebe tumi dia so de nya vote. You will be brave, but deliberate spinning of facts to win votes. People are looking for serious alternative policy ideas. It will be radio so and not just more. I'm telling you, Ghanaians are so wide awake now. I 96 in that's woman know. Yes, the revenue, but the expenditure we incurred within that period was a part of the same budget and plan and and then they won't share it. Why are we doing this to ourselves? I know at some says that was a kakrano.
It come to our seminar, former CJ, DDEP matters arising quickly.
Obi, me medical catch on that. Asem ya ye kan ho asem ani. Aye kebi ma men kebi. Me, I don't see anything wrong with the former CJ, the why. And I don't see anything wrong with the Agabi aye. Mentias ye, me obi ka say or kan omumi enu me mentias ye. Former CJ won kwan so be demonstration at well. Gabi so won kwan so no so be question won so demonstration at well. Again no kebi me kebi. So why are we picking and choosing? What is the problem? And in any case, Obi lawyer can say na NPP intro. Nobody who will be NPP who attack the former CJ. Gabi didn't attack the former CJ. The same way the former CJ is questioning the policy basis of DDEP. That same way Gabi so question the former CJ's basis of the protest. What is wrong with that? Any democracy na can. We say we call demonstration. We demonstration now we interview our grantee and we say are buying exempt. So I just say former CJs are buying exempt pensioners. Gabi so former CJ what's the okay they maintain you. Say jama say what's the way okay in kwade and demonstrate protest now we protest no. So one should and tear in some nasi because I then I walk kanankasa na wo ho kwan say unfa ho ye den endom I then you say voluntary open now dom open one nom. So Gabi is also trying to understand former CJ so asebra ye den okan o say on the one kan ntum. So I just say the former CJ also can speak for yourself. And I know so na about no so about because many Gabi me so me say yi na no. And no democracy. So former CJ ka ba ko na Gabi yi na no mboa. And a former CJ ase aba. Nti many Gabi anka me say yi na no. But it doesn't lie in me or you or anybody to try and castigate it all of them. Otherwise, we are rather the enemies of democracy. Because the essence of democracy is obi ankasa. Obi anka na dwen. Na na me de me ka me madwe a o se ma menka. Na o de utumi ka. Former CJ to make an idea, but Gabi don't to make Gabi to make but former CJ don't to make me. I don't like that kind of democracy. I think say nyatron. Now who crown platform I would just so the Casano crowns. Also so be to me a question. And I'm when you're quiet count there, would they say more being canasem? Former CJ should protest. Gabi should also be allowed to speak. Aden, and on don't to be Canadian. Are the Gabi no fault to say Ninia a president and any fault. On no one any the president, until you the president to Mingasa. And it is any fault to say people assume all manner of things for him. Is it his fault? He should be walking around explaining to everybody and telling everybody that all the assumptions and presumptions about him are lies. Or no, unless you can tell me so, no, we should stop these things. And gender conversation. 4.7. Obia and Canadri, Obia and protest, Obia and Canadri, Obia and Cadio Peso Kibia. At the end of the day, no, Bakumi, you know, be free mobile. What's ye, Monsieur, a friend is saying, protesters, pensioners, protesters. Sir, a friend is a finance minister, see if I'm on Becca say. He came to give them an update on the meeting, protesters, Nankasa, pensioners, and leaders be any air with the meboa. Emma church and Simun, Emma Mubi, a Bimocrat microphone, Emma Mosoka, Emma finance minister, so church, no position near there. I no. Anna Gabi don't mean Gabi. You're true, I'm Rabbi and Chester Gabi don't mean Gabi. What forbids him? And it's all known to mean Gabi. Then I Gabi Kai, my kind of kind in a bonny home. My kind of Gabi train in a bonny home. Bonny Benson or CJ, protest or you know. Obubi no my bonnet. So why are we trying to behave all of a sudden? And this lawyer ni ona obabe kebiama so for Kufu, the same person you guys chastised, insulted in this country. Say oh yeah, president in here internet na chief justice no. Even the didn't be COVID, a friend is saying COVID fund head cra musa did attempt so the busu niaba afemu na obabe kebiama no. Na na busu afo me no monyo masem according to no because me so munye busu afo. Minim so munye busu afo because me if apem minim. But mono mama mo ye a friend is saying poster e do mo pictures ni na bobo so kire so mo ye busuafo e je say mo se mo ye busuafo me no mo nyom asem e no mo kanka o de nka fa ho ben. But you see today it tells you the hypocrisy on the side of the NDC. They knew from the very get go, from the day Amami be chief justice, they knew say wa be chief justice on her own merits. Wa bon ho modern ye dwumaden qualifying to no chief justice but mo de to Ghana for nyina etrim e pretend ye e ma no komo pese Ghana for nyina de to mo trim say ma me ye president busu ye ninti e na obey chief justice to the extent say or retirement crowd ye didn't be a COVID fund head crowd still almost say impuni ma me no o say ne afede omo Esan Kasem Foforo. So today there he's no longer the family member of the president. Today there she's not being favored by the president. Today there on the Gabino and your favoritism on the initially look at kind NDC for Twitter a friend is saying tweets. Initially cried the first day now mami in the protest. Try to say charade. Some guys say charade. Charade. Say MPP for Romashada. They wrote it. I can show you point plenty to you. And I'll better radio so now, baby, because you want vote.
Not OC for mama.
The DDEP, no, debt restructure, no, Yanko Adum, Finance Ministry for Babon says I don't know. Obia or your investment in the money in the financial sector, be in the risk and then the benefits in there. Everybody appreciates it. Investments be no, you can get so much out of it. And you can lose so much out of it. But at every point in time, it depends on who any baby placement to negotiate and make sure say you get the right returns. Over the period, insurance for pension for corporate for info Obia finance ministry for no did adjustment and no. Thankfully, God being so good, the process has been successful. Objective are buying war. So we can move to the next level of economic recovery. We've been able to achieve that. And for me, the only thing we can do is to thank everybody that has participated in this process to ensure say we get to where we've gotten to. As for NDC for no mokasa no monotonous conversation here. Embra panaba yebetu yebuna den na eyi ano. Today for now baby e wono and say pensioners say aban exemption in free debt restructuring mu. Abai no money and for a very long time and then restructure na day you see once signing up for restructure no that is automatically we are exempted meboa and necessity it one kasa one anko signing up for restructuring no that is we are automatically exempted. The debt restructuring, it doesn't affect you kasa nesi.
Very well. James Kwabena Bomfe on this same issue me and you
obi me pese me shase na me kase ya ba fidie so anmo a sebi enyama yuko di mu kwa na ye betimi di edwuma wakana. Fortunately for me, say Uncle Ken etimia ye she Ekosiisen ase no me presence na enyama yuko di mu, and I'm happy today me nya ha amanyuko bi di mu na country me nya miracles ene benie say sebi on my way yashase no
miracles man
on my yashase eye amanyosem eto aba de di kan pa 1951 no amanyoko bia ni one man e frɛ no NDC ana MPP ene omo time omo brain na woso nti mo brain na woso a eno so ebeba betwamu akọ na obi Victor Hugo and Kana say, even the darkest night will end and the sun will rise. Bra COVID-19 shas here. Nem pompon sono. America Timuafo penny. I a friend John Roberts. O Kansembi. Muntie Potokase mo say COVID-19 has pierced through our illusions of certainty and control. It has taught us that we are not in charge. Someone else is. Let's be sober. COVID-19 yare aba uyase no ama ayi miracles kan ho asem besi ne yehu ni fareba yo abinfu mu akunini a omumu sasabronsama hodo ewo the world of science no yentimi nye any conclusive study on COVID-19 any the echo enti no ka che say tumfo bi wo baabi na yensusu anyi ehuni ewo yensusu ye ho yemre ye ho ase but the kamia ko ese Ghana yeah, you see, yeah, my sem. And you refuse. Obi. Ekosiisen. Bosom people said I'm call suspension. Program for nearly 8 months, or was it 6?
Suspension.
Yeah, in the heat of COVID. This program was.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, we were coming, but not guest panelists in an Ember. And we were
what I'm
doing
talking about.
it on phone, but we were doing our show. Say media ninya the opportunities on my clearance for us to come to work.
Obi, you can't Ekosiisen ni the ya better no more. Yeah, panel discussion.
Okay.
Make a panel discussion.
Yeah.
Did it go the normal way?
Oh no.
Most of them for how long?
Yeah, it was quite a long.
About 6 months. I mean, now me call other panel discussions.
94.7.
Unia penny kwame.
Yeah.
Kokroko. And also sa. Bibi ani hon mo a eda so yet to say the te dada no. Na hwe o kan ya na man for visa yi. Obi. Aba miracles. I blame you. Mo so mo ka ho bi. Around 2006, 2007. Yeah, somebody did that, the Citizens Charter. And then new obium. But something was introduced by the government at the time. I about ya tracking activities of government, public service delivery within time frame. I jumadi as say yeah, o person ko passport and na do say na obedi passport no. O ko ye no Ekosiisen, utu akasen. Na eboa ma yakọ keta hye ne proye eboa ma wonu ma na edi djuma no obi ahu say ani bi hwew nti esesa ade na sa de no mfa nya djuma ma challenge mo say sika mo cheche during the COVID period uzo mo cheche sika through the Give Me platform mo publish beneficiaries in the list any sika wo mo nya ye if you say America ni UK kwa na ye cheche sika ye cheche bi Ghana. Why can't they? They have published the list, but without they publish a list. Benya, come on, say. Publishing list in the B. But for me, the Oma publishing or website on incomplete to the extent say what throw me kwabrabo vidia. Sika mo Sunday me no. Fashion no. That's the point I'm making. Companies. There were companies one more apply they benefited. Enti se we akoso eno nche se ebia ho akuntabuo no nyina ye friendship. Enti se minia ye betra ne ye ka se ye nhunu hwe a. Sa kasa ne omo kra bi farm ho no anya mo de. Ada na se wo so ka farm ho. Is it right? Ye nhunu hwe. Ena makonsa wo maba. Serious work koso bi si da between your friend say
Pokwasi
interchange you to a friend saying Nsawam Junction ho. BC da kwan fifi na ye. Meboa. Ben ye wa fa ho na say. Onyamfa ho adwuma ekoso ho.
That was omo ye. So omo nya hwe.
Na bi o ka so omo nya hwe. Is it right?
Ye bibi. Afi no ye.
Free SHS has been running from 2017 to date. Me no ba be ye free nti. Sabi anya adisua. Ebi abenya nka me no ye nya kwan atrafide so. Adisua education akukodura mampani we ode ko saade no. If you read the analytical report on the 2010 population and housing census report, you will see the imperativeness of free SHS. Ghana for do enima kenkan. Research has shown say the higher or the more you stay in the classroom to be educated no, the better the options say ubra be yi. Obi a wako school kakra wako sua ayi etrebo. Oya de chen de wan sua hwe a wako sua etrebo. Enti ma ya say sikasam no ntotie bi anko yi a ye me yani nko ho na ben ni na me de kai mo. Da bia obi me kasa asem wi. Parliament na wo hod mo no. It is an arm of government. Parliament. Meboa.
Of course.
Madudu say na mo sponsor o mo mutifie ho. How responsible are they? How accountable are they to this constitution and their own standing orders? You are not worried about that. Dear ka, ye na say ye kasa say public space now. Nobody now there's growing cynicism. It's grown. It is a officer who said the Auditor General's report. You know very well Article 187 says that the Auditor General's report is even not conclusive.
Oh, it's final.
It's not.
Please, final. You can read it.
Oh, Massa.
It's final. What Parliament can only do if there are issues of concern, they just appoint committees.
That's where granted Parliament.
The Auditor General's report is not conclusive. Or say it is. Sure. It is not.
Yes.
Article
no, but it cannot be because
it cannot be. How can it be?
PAC takes decisions contrary to what even is in the report. They are able to clear people.
What are you even saying? You say Auditor General that be Benny Pacho.
We are it no been a report. Start the final report. But there's a duty on them.
Okasa final report and it say a conclusive and yet the same.
Yeah, it is the final report from the Auditor General, but it's not conclusive.
Literal language and semiotic effect. Any even the legal understanding of finality, any conclusiveness, me pacho associate them. And I will tell you,
yes,
there are cases. Auditor General's report has been successfully challenged in court.
Sure.
And varied.
It happens all the time.
Of course, there are procedural issues,
and that is what makes it inconclusive.
That is not it.
That is what makes it inconclusive.
Even court grammar judgment until you challenge it, it is final.
You have the right to go there.
Until it is changed, it is
Article 187, Clause 5. The Auditor General shall, within 6 months after the end of the immediately preceding financial year to which each of the accounts mentioned in Clause 2 of this article relates, submit his report to Parliament and shall, in that report, draw attention to any irregularities in the accounts audited and to any other matter which, in his opinion, ought to be brought to the notice of Parliament. Now, wow, say, yeah, fairness, then Tinanke be set up Public Accounts Committee, Amana Kotraso. And a Public Accounts Committee no so no. Mpenia ko animu aman someone Auditor General Troy no. Auditor General nkofo akoka se oh anyway ya hu ni yie. Esi ye nya ye hwe. Enti da me patron ne se hwe ma ye nya ye ho saa wo. Because audit service na nkasa no. If you read Article 187 no again Clause 15 now. The accounts of the office of the Auditor General shall be audited.
Yes.
And reported upon by an auditor appointed by Parliament.
Yes.
And my money, all I'm trying to say, me. My to say Auditor General sebi own to me from so. And you can't say more. Near fan of trust are near the name. Yes, I say. And I will show you how. Yeah. Where cows are trapped by their horns, men by their waist. Once and there, what the former Chief Justice has said, I a gospel. Obi Kai Muntie Trey.
Yes.
Menamiko Muntie FM. Entitama Omujeli de Menam for me and Sano. Mekasa who say punishment na ne dia hash. I spoke publicly about it. But I never attacked or questioned the power of the Supreme Court to do that. Mumu binum dia, nsema we invite your party. Call that court a kangaroo court when they did it in the open. Chief Justice, import Murefi say, a former President Rollins, and I appointing to the Supreme Court. Murefi say, Professor J.E. Mills, I want to because I appointed to an African Court of Human Rights and Justice. Murefi, enti, and ne, wako kasim. Asem o kan ye no wa kire na dwen no wa kan bibi o se ne onye temuafo biom enti nhyehyeye ane amamra ne amane a na e kan hye se temuani onkasa bebri no afiri ho wa kire na dwen ase minu agabi so aka bi amana obi me kan de gabi aka anase watro. But you see, for me, the positive thing is that your democracy no e depend say Obia government are so appointing as CJ. What you are critical of the government in the open. I'll refer you because you're a lawyer. Read the decision of the Supreme Court or the judgment of the Supreme Court on the MPP versus Attorney General 31st December case. Yes. The judges who dissented and read what they said was the basis for which they dissented. That's about medical. Was say all my judgment are on executive no infanya judgment. Was say all my judgment our name said Mr. Rollins ni NDC mumfanya judgment.
Na say NDC executive. And this is not an executive.
Oh, me say
executive
but then this is I agree with you because I've argued that there's no party in government.
No, yes.
But what I'm saying is that he was an NDC sponsored candidate or president. And the executive power now or you know.
Na ewoni.
Okuta now the year juma. Okay. No or the year juma on the ticket of the NDC. That's the point I'm making. Chief Isabreno there's a taban or say onim size or kase 31st December the celebration from the public person illegal abaya what so any party I was sponsor I don't know mumfanya juma. So he will not decide, he will not even give a judgment against you.
Asempa FM.
But that's what I'm saying. He expressed it in his judgment, written. Here is a Supreme Court justice of the Chief Justice, former Chief Justice, appointed by the sitting president, who has strong words against the decision of the president and his cabinet. I'm saying it's positive. It's not like yours.
I mean, they're clear distinction.
Are you getting my point?
Oh, yeah, what's my back case?
And you move on.
Benny. No, we are comparing two different issues.
Benny, of course.
When someone was serving as a judge, Kauko two cases be or no really tia will be appointed. Then you are on the same part. But I don't think I say, will be a never say, or near Benjamin in Tiangagino. But
you are saying, sir,
what would they be?
No, but are you then saying, sir? Time or a judge no
one quotation be
wanye ruling be a
quotation say pay we dey no quote ruling ntinka how can we dey now so quote ruling na the same part
okay
but then outside court because when we wie na juma
very well ma onfa na no nse memre no enti ma onfa na no nse
obi enti dia me kan nyina ne say sa de na ekoso no me I see it as positive me problem with the two of them both the CJ and
94.7
I reported I aspects amati say the yakeka after the meaning kind of actually and say the omakana kasa the yatrafa ho say I said they are going at
each other's
person. That's what I disagree. Tackle the issues. Nsema nipa na kano die no ho komo ana say o kasetia amamwo ene nhihye ya kasetia memfa ankrankran no nsemu mbepom na me di wie se
okay
me madwin mu pa no finance minister mani nsano but mani sumri no embre no ena babia wo no
Asempa FM 94.7
I see that he's in a tight situation but se me mofra futu sem kakra wo ha me de be mana wo ye hi woni pani so a hwe ho na fa ho sie kakra obi
in other words
se wo ho ye nkrofo ahi a hwe ho na fa ho sie kakra democratic governance and I say amamu kabi men kabi e de dodo na ye enye o papa ye ana o bone ye de dodo be ka se ye pe no ho na wugina ho na ye friend say nkuni mo mpempi aba de dodo be kono e betimi aba se na enyina ye eso de dodo kan ye no enti se dodo na woni omo kasa no tietie mu Ghana ha and I'm happy say also omo conclude
okay
me nim the way omo see a conclude sudden but obi at the heart of Nkomodia Akosuna a issue of trust. Ghana for to do saying enna nsemo Akosuna chino ye that's what GDA will say finance minister. Sabi uko parliament no ko ready budget ha. Enya budget na wo de ko. Wo di mampani budget na eko.
Okay.
And so the Akoso the ye ni the enye bibia ye de sobo no bro. Wotwe ho kakra na ye de. Wotwe ho kakra na ye de. Ana afen so obi ye pew.
Okay.
Ye manya ne Ghana. Na se ye nyina ye beka se omanya ye timu
Asempa FM 94.7
tete ya pansam ya se kra inteni da so bia ni homa ya ese ya but minim kra no oman Ghana da na me di bibi ye mfantom lifespan in this country around 1985 was 45 years, and the lifespan is at 63. Yewo esumu yewo hawmu yewo ameminifimu enso yenkan hu se yana ye kan obi ye ye ni ya ebe ya mai
medase
ye se ye bese no no a ye bese no so a esegu ye na yiti.
Very well. James Kwabnabon fen ye ten in kano menya hoho kese bi o studio ha wo se yetie no enti lawyer. We say Obi, I agree perfectly with Kabila in the service charter. All assemblies in Ghana have service charters that they work with, but citizens don't pay attention to it to demand accountability at the local level. Honorable Andrews Bediako, MCE, Ewo German South Municipal, and all the way. Abba, Honorable, thank you and good afternoon. Akwentaju say Obi, in Germany, the money the German government gave to its citizens during the COVID time, they are paying back. Ask any friend in Germany. Those who took it are crying today. Akuntajo, who recently came back from an European tour, and or the information way MINT. Dr. Emma Sante Ewaha, I was a yetena enka lawyer. Where you was a medimu esi. Miracle say waka mun se munyenari. Enti mamena mo ase na just 30 seconds. Yes.
End this into MPP. Sir, ho kire ba ya ese Ekosiisen.
Okay.
And when your mampani dada the piano open consultation. If you say what can say ade na akoso ye nyina ka ye nhia ye nwene ho because tikro we enkwagina. Na so kan o mo se da. Em se mo ye ka o se covid ye nyamfa so. Na ne anka wo de toko ye de adwuma. We are talking about the monetary aspect and yet the human aspect and the social aspect. The more sika was obu ho akonta enu nti de e ka nyina ne se wo twa ne ho ano wantima mo a cow mo boy na nka me so be keka se na se ye koye nim no se de na mnua ka bileka gidie ben ye wo e wo finance minister aba wo kan na e kira wo se bi
medase
so what is
30 seconds.
Only Rika because Abambo need this.
Me be try to understand. Me dey try to understand. Yeah, I mpempi no ya na ye de abato ensusuaso no eye didi. Ghana for do na no ya na ye adwen. Baby we to abako.
Obeto abako.
Yes. Na mesre say. Mampani bia ni won mo beba betan so atena afebo. Ndi ya yenya ehwa botre kakra.
Very well.
Yenya ehwa botre free say ene ye wa mampani bi no mu a wo mo abakwa ye kom hu nsem a wo mo chen strabofo.
Bedas.
Enso ebra no wo so no ye di wo atempa.
James Kwabnabon fe ene